Okay, hello everyone. It's another bedtime blog here. Ah, there, that's good. Let's continue reading The Martian. I told myself I'd finish it tonight. It's just past midnight, so kind of failed on that part. I spent like fucking 45 minutes just binge watching like South Park clips for some odd reason. Tomorrow morning, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn back on the fucking like stay focused thing. I think my focus has gone real down. Where were we? Here, chapter 3. Pillow fell down. Log entry Soul 25. Remember those old math questions you had in algebra class, where water is entering a container at a certain rate and leaving at a different rate, and you need to figure out when it will be empty? Well, that concept is critical to the Mark Watney Doesn't Die project I'm working on. I need to create calories, and I need enough to last the 1387 souls until Ares 4 arrives. And if I don't get rescued by Ares 4, I'm dead anyways. A soul is 39 minutes longer than a day, so it works out to be 1425 days. That's my target. 1425 days of food. A soul. Interesting. Didn't know Mars' like day cycle was so similar to Earth's. Thought it would be like fucking like a week and a half. I thought that was how long a Mars day was. Who knows? I remember like Venus has like extraordinarily long days. So much that they're longer than a Venus year. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? A day longer than a year? Anyways. I have plenty of multivitamins, over double what I need, and there's 5 times the minimum protein in each food pack. So careful rationing of portions takes care of my protein needs for at least 4 years. My general nutrition is taken care of. I just need calories. I need 1,500 calories every day. I have 400 days of food to start off with. So how many calories do I need to generate per day along the entire time period to stay alive for around 1425 days? I'll spare you the math. The answer is about 1,100. I need to create 1,100 calories per day with my farming efforts to survive until Ares 4 gets here. Actually, a little more than that because it's Soul 25 right now and I haven't actually planted anything yet. With my 62 square meters of farmland, I'll be able to create about 288 calories per day. So I need almost 4 times my current plant's production to survive. That means I need more surface area for farming and more water to hydrate the soil. So let's take the problems one at a time. How much farmland can I really make? There are 92 square meters in the lab. Let's say I could make use of all of it. Also, there are 5 unused banks. Let's say I put soil in on them too. They're 2 square meters each, giving me 10 square meters. So we're up to 102. The Hab has 3 lab tables, each about 2 square meters. I want to keep one for my own use, leaving 2 for the cause. That's another 4 square meters, bringing the total to 106. I have 2 Martian rovers. They have pressure seals, allowing the occupants to drive without spacesuits during long periods traversing the surface. They're too cramped to plant crops in, and they want to be able to drive them around anyways. But both the rovers have an emergency pop tent. There are a lot of problems with using pop tents as farmland, but they have 10 square meters of floor space each. Presuming I can overcome the problems, which is a hefty presumption, they net me another 20 square meters, bringing my farmland up to 126. 126 square meters of farmable land. That's something I can work with. I still don't have the water to moisten all that soil, but like I said, one thing at a time. The next thing to consider is how efficient I can be in growing potatoes. I base my crop yield estimates on the potato industry back on Earth. But potato farmers aren't in a desperate race for survival like I am. Can I get a better yield? For starters, I can give attention to each individual plant. I can trim them and keep them healthy and not interfering with each other. Also, as their flowering bodies reach the surface, I can replant them deeper, then plant younger plants above them. For normal potato farmers, it's not worth doing because they're working with literally millions of potato plants. Also, this sort of farming annihilates the soil. Any farmer doing it would turn their land into a dust bowl within 12 years. It's not sustainable. But who cares? I just need to survive for 4 years. I estimate I can get 50% higher yield by using these tactics. And with the 126 square meters of farmland, just over double the 62 square meters I now have, it works out to be over 850 calories per day. That's real progress. I'd still be in danger of starvation, but it gets me in the range of survival. I might be able to make it by nearly starving but not quite dying. I could reduce my caloric use by minimizing manual labor. I could set the temperature of the hab higher than normal, meaning my body would expend less energy keeping its temperature. I could cut off an arm and eat it, gaining me valuable calories and reducing my overall caloric need. No, not really. So let's say I could clear up that much farmland. Seems reasonable. Where do I get the water? To go from 62 to 126 square meters of farmland at 10 centimeters deep, I'll need 6.4 more cubic meters of soil. And that'll need over 250 liters of water. The 50 liters I have is for me to drink if the water reclaimer breaks. So I'm 250 liters short of my 250 liter goal. Interesting. Log entry Soul 26. It was a backbreaking yet productive day. I was sick of thinking, so instead of trying to figure out where I'll get 250 liters of water, I did some manual labor. I need to get a whole buttload more soil into the hab, even if it is dry and useless right now. My contacts are bugging me like crazy. I'll move my phone.